Did you know these 10 mind-blowing facts? Today, we're diving into some of the craziest, most unbelievable truths you've ever heard. From ancient food that never goes bad to planets where a day lasts longer than a year, these facts will change how you see the world. Keep track of how many you already knew, and let me know in the comments. Ready to have your mind blown? Let's jump right in. First up, we're heading to ancient Egypt for a breakfast you could still eat today. Let's get started. Fact number 1. Archaeologists have found pots of honey in ancient Egyptian tombs that are over 3,000 years old and still perfectly edible. That's right. Honey from the time of the pharaohs is still good to eat today. How? Honey's low moisture and high acidity make it impossible for bacteria to survive. Plus, bees add an enzyme that creates hydrogen peroxide, making honey its own natural antiseptic. It's a self-preserving food that can last for millennia. While other foods rot, honey just waits, untouched by time. The Egyptians valued it so much, they packed it for the afterlife. Next time you see honey, remember, it's a scientific marvel that defies time. Would you try a spoonful of 3,000-year-old honey? Let me know in the comments. Now, let's move from ancient food to a fruit fact that will flip your world upside down. Ready for the next surprise? Let's go! Here's a fruit fact that will mess with your head. Bananas are berries, but strawberries aren't. Botanically, a berry is a fleshy fruit from a single flower with one ovary and multiple seeds, like bananas, grapes, and even watermelons. Strawberries, they're imposters. They develop from a flower with multiple ovaries, making them aggregate accessory fruits. The seeds on the outside of a strawberry are actually tiny fruits themselves. So next time you make a fruit salad, you're slicing up a real berry, banana, and a fake one, strawberry. Science loves to break the rules. Impress your friends with this at your next picnic. Who knew botany could be so rebellious? Let's dive under the sea for our next mind-blowing fact. Get ready for a creature with not one, not two, but 3 hearts. Onward! The animal kingdom is about to get even weirder. Let's go! Octopuses have 3 hearts. 2 pump blood to the gills and 1 pumps it to the rest of the body. Their blue blood comes from a copper-based protein called hemocyanin, perfect for deep, cold ocean life. Here's a twist. When an octopus swims, its main heart stops beating, so they prefer crawling to swimming. 3 hearts, blue blood, and a brain in each arm. Octopuses are true ocean aliens. Evolution at its weirdest and most wonderful. Now, let's head to Paris for a fact about a world-famous landmark that literally grows. Ready for a summer surprise? Let's go! The Eiffel Tower awaits. The Eiffel Tower actually grows in the summer up to 15 centimeters, about 6 inches taller. This happens because of thermal expansion. When iron heats up, it expands. The sun warms the metal and the tower stretches upward. Sometimes it even leans slightly away from the sun as one side heats up more. Gustav Eiffel designed it to handle this movement, so the tower breathes with the seasons. Next time you visit Paris, remember, the tower's height depends on the weather. Engineering meets nature in the most elegant way. Now let's get weird with a fact about the world's strangest poop. Ready for a wild ride to Australia? Here we go! Wombats are the only animals that produce cube-shaped poop. It's not because of a square-shaped anus. The magic happens in their intestines. Their super long digestion and unique intestinal elasticity mold the poop into cubes. Why cubes? So the droppings don't roll away. They stay put on rocks and logs, perfect for marking territory. Wombats can even stack them. Nature's weirdest engineer strikes again. From cubes to the cosmos, let's zoom out for a fact that will make you feel tiny. Ready to look up at the stars? Let's go! The universe is about to blow your mind. Onward! There are more stars in the universe than grains of sand on all the beaches and deserts on Earth. Earth has about 7.5 quintillion grains of sand, a number with 18 zeros. But the universe? Our galaxy alone has up to 400 billion stars, and there are an estimated 2 trillion galaxies. That's about 200 sextillion stars, a 2 with 23 zeros. For every grain of sand, there are roughly 10,000 stars. Each star could have its own planets and solar systems. The scale is almost impossible to imagine. Next time you're at the beach, remember, you're holding a tiny piece of the cosmos. Now let's visit a planet where time works in the weirdest way. Ready for a day that's longer than a year? Let's head to Venus. The universe never ceases to amaze. On to the next fact. On Venus, a single day, one rotation, is longer than its year, one orbit around the Sun. A Venusian year is 225 Earth days, but a Venusian day is 243 Earth days. To make it stranger, Venus spins backward, so the Sun rises in the west and sets in the east. Scientists think a massive collision or its thick atmosphere slowed its spin. Venus is the hottest planet, with a day that outlasts its year. Time gets weird in our solar system. Now let's talk about a man who became his own invention. Get ready for a story that's both bizarre and inspiring. After he died, Frisbee inventor Walter Fred Morrison had his ashes turned into actual Frisbees. Morrison loved his invention so much he wanted to become part of it forever. He and his wife first tossed popcorn lids on the beach, then created the flying disc we know today. After selling the design to Wham-O, the Frisbee became a global hit. When Morrison passed away, his family honored his wish. His ashes were mixed into a special batch of Frisbees. Somewhere out there, people are tossing a piece of the inventor himself, the ultimate legacy, becoming your own invention. Now let's break the laws of physics with a freezing fact. Ready for a science mystery? Let's go! Under certain conditions, hot water can freeze faster than cold water, a phenomenon called the Mpemba effect. Named after a Tanzanian student who noticed it while making ice cream, this effect still puzzles scientists. Theories include faster evaporation, fewer dissolved gases, and unique convection currents. It doesn't happen every time, but when it does, it defies our intuition. Even simple things like freezing water can surprise us. Science is full of mysteries. Now for the shortest war in history, a conflict shorter than your lunch break. Ready for a lightning-fast history lesson? Here we go! The shortest war ever was the Anglo-Zanzibar War of 1896, just 38 minutes long. When the Sultan of Zanzibar defied the British, they gave him an ultimatum. He refused, so British warships opened fire at 9:02 a.m. The palace was destroyed, the Sultan fled, and by 9:40 a.m., the war was over. Less than an episode of your favorite show. It's a wild reminder of how quickly history can turn. From ancient honey to lightning wars, the world is full of surprises. Which fact blew your mind the most? Let's wrap up. Thanks for sticking around. One last thing before you go. That's a wrap! We've traveled from ancient Egypt to Venus, from wombats to the Eiffel Tower. Which fact was your favorite? Let me know in the comments. If you loved these mind-blowing truths, hit subscribe for more. There's always something new and amazing to learn. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay curious.